Hi, it's Pastor Paul Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Marvelous Monday. It is the first day of March. Can you believe it? We're already in the end of the first quarter. My gracious, it's March. And you know what happens when March comes around? It's what we call March Madness, March Winds, all those things that happen. But I hope and pray that you'll march with us throughout the Bible and hear the Word of God on a daily basis with us as we share together. Please look with me at Genesis, the 21st chapter, verses 1 through 7. I've entitled this, God Keeps His Word. God Keeps His Word. Our text on today comes from off the heels of yesterday's message. We began to hear and see the story of Abraham and Sarah. It lets us see four basic things that God does in this passage on today. The first thing is that God promises to Sarah. He promises to Sarah that even in her old age, she's going to have a child. In the midst of COVID-19, we need to still remember God's promises are still true. God makes promises and he never goes back on his word. In our text today, we see that God promises Sarah that she is going to become a mother, and he keeps his word. The second thing is that the boy's name shall be called Isaac. God not only tells her she's going to have a son, but he even gives her her son's name. His name shall be called Isaac. And the reason God called him Isaac was because God wanted Abraham and Sarah to know that his promises are true. And the third part of this, Abraham was 100 years of age. Now look at this. Mother and dad, both right at 100 years of age. All of us know in our own quote unquote rational thinking, no one at 100 will be having a child. But that lets us see that God keeps his promise. If he said he's going to do it, he's going to bring it to pass. Fourthly, Sarah is brought to laughter. Her son's name is Isaac, which means laughter. God said, I'm going to make you laugh because I am going to do what I said. I'm going to bring you joy. But not only will I bring you joy, others will probably look at you and laugh and go like, that is impossible. You ask yourself, who at age 100 wants to have a little baby? But God does it. Whenever God makes a promise, he keeps it. This text lets us see that God will keep his promise. I want to ask you the question as I ask myself the question. Can we keep ours? No, we can't. But God always keeps his because he is an on-time God who hears all of our petitions. And if he has something for you to do, you're going to do it. As I conclude, the songwriter said, what God has for me, it's for me. Today, know that God has something special just for you, and nobody can take it away from you. So make sure you live out God's promise in your life on this marvelous Monday. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.